Why do diamonds cost more than water, even though water's essential to life? Why do people stop buying more of something even when they enjoy it? And why do prices react dramatically in some markets but barely change in others? The answers come from microeconomics. What is microeconomics? Microeconomics is the study of how individual consumers and firms make decisions and how those decisions interact in markets. Rather than looking at the entire economy, microeconomics focuses on individual choices, prices, supply, and demand incentives. At its core, microeconomics is about decision making, utility, utils, and marginal analysis. To understand decisions, economists use the idea of utility. Utility is the satisfaction or benefit a person gets from consuming a good or service. Economists measure utility using imaginary units called utils. When people make decisions, they think at the margin. This is known as marginal analysis, which means comparing the additional benefit of one more unit to its additional cost. If the marginal benefit is greater than the marginal cost, people usually choose to consume more. If it isn't, they stop. Law of diminishing marginal utility. This leads to the law of diminishing marginal utility, also called the law of decreasing additional satisfaction. It states that as a person consumes more of a good, the additional satisfaction gained from each extra unit eventually decreases. For example, the first slice of pizza provides a lot of satisfaction. The second slice provides less. By the fourth or fifth slice, the extra satisfaction is very small and may even be negative. This helps explain why people are willing to pay less for additional units of the same product. The diamond water paradox. Water is essential to life, yet it is relatively cheap. Diamonds are not essential, yet they are very expensive. The explanation lies in marginal utility, not total usefulness. Because water is abundant, the marginal utility of one more bottle is low. Diamonds are rare, so the marginal utility of one more diamond is very high. Prices reflect marginal value, not overall importance. Elasticity of demand. Another key concept in microeconomics is elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand measures how responsive quantity demanded is to a change in price. If a small change in price leads to a large change in quantity demanded, demand is elastic. If quantity demanded barely changes when price changes, demand is inelastic. For example, luxury items like concert tickets tend to have elastic demand, while necessities like basic food or medicine tend to have inelastic demand. Elasticity of supply can also vary in elasticity. Perfectly inelastic supply means the quantity supplied does not change at all, regardless of price. For example, land or a fixed number of concert seats cannot increase in quantity. Relatively inelastic supply means quantity changes only slightly. For example, farmers cannot quickly increase crop production in the short run. Elastic supply means producers can easily increase output. For example, manufactured goods can often be produced in larger quantities over time. Elasticity helps explain why prices react differently across markets. Conclusion. Microeconomics explains how individuals make choices, how satisfaction changes with consumption, and how prices are determined. From marginal analysis and diminishing marginal utility to elasticity in the diamond water paradox, microeconomics shows why you buy what you buy and why prices are what they are. That's microeconomics. Small decisions with big effects.